What is up, everybody? Can you all hear me now? Who we have here? We have Rickety, Daniel, Ernest, Sam. What's up, y'all? Hope the cult stuff isn't too cringe for you guys. Happy Thursday night. Burke, what's up? How you doing? Who else is as hyped as me for this Thursday night game? Ready for a Colts blowout over the Titans, huh? Hope y'all have been doing well since we last talked on Tuesday. We had some good talks, good streams on Tuesday. All right, let's get to some questions. So, okay, Rickety says, who do I start, Swift or Edmonds? This week I would probably go Edmonds, assuming that Drake isn't back. Also for AJ Brown, I think he's actually gonna do okay. I'm not starting him in 2 of my leagues. I think, you know, someone's gonna score on the Titans. I think it's probably gonna be Henry or AJ Brown. I would put a cap on his ceiling this week, for sure. Let's see, notification gang for sure. Ernest, it's good to see you again. Brick just got thrown into a new Dynasty League last night. What happened? What's going on with that? I'm hyped for Henry to get negative points. Hey, you guys, you know, calling it here on stream, Henry gets less than 100 yards tonight. And I know that's like, you know, 100 yards is a lot, but for someone like Henry's caliber, I expect him to do that frequently. Calling it right now, I think he gets less than 100. 2 plays again tonight, yeah, I know. I mean, if you want me to, Daniel, I'll get more Colt stuff for you. Finally, good game on Thursday. I'm starting. Oh yeah, you got Darius. Let us know how that goes with that IDP, Sam. Jackie says, I traded Evans and Ebron away for Andrews and Jefferson. I think that's okay. Ultimately, you upgrade. I think you upgraded. It's pretty even, right? Jefferson had 2 very meh games. I think that was okay. I like the wide receiver that you got back better, Jackie. I got the Saints D. Let's hope they do good. Yeah, they should. I'm sure you watched my video, but I have them as a start for this week. So yeah, I think they're gonna do. They're gonna do well. Is this another big lockout week? Honestly, it's tough to tell, Ernest. He seems very, you know, he seems all over the place with when he booms, when he doesn't. You know, obviously they're playing a tough Rams defense this week, but you know, I have high hopes for him, for sure. I'm in a startup draft right now, no clue what to prioritize. Yeah, that's tough. In a dynasty, I guess, because you're still gonna have a playoff soon for this year, right? So I'm assuming that you want to, you know, get your players for this year, but maybe target some of the younger guys, you know? Like T. Higgins, Jefferson, yeah, maybe just go down and listen, like, you know, 3-4 rounds later, start targeting some of the younger guys. Let me get a Colts C 100%. 14 team, let's see, Burke says 14 teams start 12. QB, wait, start 12. Oh, start 12 people total. QB 3 running backs 3 wide receivers 3. Oh, that's a lot. So it's pretty much a 2 QB league, right? Because I'm assuming you want to start that second QB at your flex. Rookie says, should I do this trade either McLaurin or AJ Brown and Edmonds for Aaron Jones? I don't know if I like that for you. You're paying a little bit more for Aaron Jones than I would like, unless you have good wide receiver depth, Rickety. Yui, what's up, man? How you doing? Kashif, what's up? PPR, should I start AJ Brown or Allen Robinson? I like Allen Robinson a little bit more based off his matchup, Kashif. Ernest says, I have Mixon, Jacobs, Sanders, even have A-Rob in the flex. Who should I be looking to trade? I think you keep your guys. If you have 3 running backs there, you should probably keep them, especially with Mixon, Sanders injury history and the fact that Jacobs is a little bit questionable right now. I don't think you can afford to give up any running back depth. Let's see. You says CMC owners desperate and willing to accept Aaron Jones and T. Higgins for CMC. I don't know if I would take that, man. I don't know. I don't really know that Well, I think his injury's up in the air, right? What if he gets shut down for the rest of the season? You're gonna be kind of screwed. So I probably wouldn't do that. Will you be streaming the game and let us see your reaction? I probably won't. This is gonna be like a quick hour stream just to go over some last minute stuff. We may get on later tonight, but otherwise we'll probably be on tomorrow night or Saturday night. We'll do a longer one, but I do want to pay attention and focus on the game. And yeah, you guys, probably don't want to see any dark sides if the Colts start throwing. James Barton, what's up, man? Good to see you. He won't be back for 4 weeks, Ernest says. Okay, yeah, so that's a long time. Burke says, I'm chalking this season. First 2 picks are Zeke or Swift, so I screwed up with a Swift pick. I mean, he's actually okay for Dynasty. We just need AD out of the equation there. Once he's out of the equation, he should be a solid starter, moving forward, unless they draft another running back or something. But Adrian Peterson being there definitely hurts his value. Ricky says, if I did that trade, I would have Hopkins, T. Higgins, and then McLaurin. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, I guess, Rickety, right? If you really want Aaron Jones, I would probably go for it, and this is probably a good time to actually buy him, though. So between those two, I kind of like A.J. Brown a little bit better, honestly. Jackie says, worst case scenario where Mixon goes out, I won't have 2 running backs I can start this week. Do I get rid of my Kittle stash for Swift? Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think Kittle's coming back. I really don't, unless there's been recent news this week. Anything that says he's going to be back in like 2 to 4 weeks before, I think it was all rumors or just him being optimistic. So I don't think Kittle's coming back. Some dude saying McKissick will get more points than Jacobs. I don't, I can see that. Because the Raiders play Denver this week, right? Yeah, so they played Denver this week, and they're a pretty decent pass rushing defense. What's going on with Josh Jacobs? He should be good to play, right? So normally, I definitely like Josh Jacobs a lot more, but I really do like McKissick's matchup this week against that defense. And the fact that he got targeted, was it 12 times last week, is huge. So he's going to have a lot of value in any sort of PPR formats this week. And I actually have him as my start of the week. If you guys haven't, go check out the start and sit video from this morning. It's a quick video with a list of everything. So go check it out and let me know your thoughts. But I do have McKissick as my start of the week. Do I bench? You don't bend him. If you bend Mixon anymore, Ernest, he's probably gonna break. But no, if he plays, I would start him. Sounds like it's 50-50 right now, though. Fantasy Doctor is saying that the type of injury he has, yeah, it could be Jackie. But the thing is also, you got to think about hey, if he comes back by week 14, does San Francisco actually play him? Right? Is there any point in playing him at all? It's not like he needs to get it's not like he needs to get the, actual, reps or experience. He's a veteran. I just think there's a chance that either he doesn't come back on time for his injury or they just shut him down because the 49ers are out of the playoff contention. So sorry, let's go back to I just missed your question. So, got Aaron Jones, J-Rob, Mixon, or RB. My wide receivers are Michael Thomas, A.J. Brown. I offered J-Rob and Higgins for... I wouldn't do that if I were you. Because I feel like there's a lot of doubt with CMC right now. If you really want to take the risk, go for it. But just be aware that you might not get any more games out of him this year. If you do, it could just be 1 or 2. Sam says, I actually consider trading away CEH and Ridley for Aaron Jones. Okay, I mean, again, I think this is definitely a good buy low week for him. I will say that. Daniel, so should I start McKissick over Jacobs? What's the rest of your running back situation looking like right now, Daniel? Because a lot of it depends on what your lineup is. A-Rob and Eckler for Henry. Yeah, you should do that. I know we talked about that before, Luke. You should just make the trade, yeah. Mike Davis and Hunt. Okay. So we have Mike Davis. Let's see. Mike Davis, Kareem Hunt. Josh Jacobs and McKissick, right? Let's look at their matchups really quickly. I would honestly, I mean, you have your starters here, so I would probably just you know, go let me see. Definitely start Jacobs. I think I like Mike Davis. I would say Jacobs and Hunt, then either McKissick or Mike Davis. I know a lot of people say Mike Davis is like a must start this week, but I guess I'm not as, I mean, I'm starting him in certain leagues, but I'm not as high on him as some other people may be. So I would say, yeah, Jacobs, Hunt, and kind of go with your gut with who you like between McKissick and Mike Davis. But Jacobs is someone that you probably shouldn't bench unless you have literally like Henry, Cooks, Alvin Kamara or something. Like he's a workhorse. He gets 20 plus touches. You need to start him every week. Trade for Swift, or do I just cut and handcuff Zhou? Do you, so let me see. Let me look at your traded for Swift. I'm not a huge fan of Swift anymore after what we've seen over the last 2 weeks, honestly. Can you pick up Zhou on Jackie on like the waivers? Because if you can pick Zhou up between him or Mixon, whoever's playing, you pretty much have like a solid like low-end wide receiver one. Burke says Justin Jefferson, JD McKissick, or Jacoby Myers at wide receiver 2. Well, McKissick you couldn't play as a wide receiver, so I would go Jefferson there. Unless you're talking about Flex Burke. I don't know who I like laugh out loud, so Davis or McKissick is for my flex. Yeah, I would say go with one of those. Probably Mike Davis because he's gonna be the starter. Like out of those, you know, I will say like go with who the starting running back is, right? And obviously with Hunt, he's not the starter with Chubb back, but he's kind of like a running back 1B instead of like a running back 2 to what McKissick is. So just start your 3 guys who you know are going to be like these starters. McKissick is a wide receiver. Interesting. That's, I don't think I've seen that. Was that specially, like, did the commissioner specially designate him as a wide receiver, or how is he a wide receiver designation? That's strange. Otherwise, I'd probably say, the thing is, honestly, the Bears, because the Vikings are playing the Bears, right? And they kind of have a tough matchup. I think McKissick's I would say McKissick or Jefferson. McKissick's probably gonna give you a better floor. If it's PPR, I wanna say like 8 to 9 points floor. Justin Jefferson has definitely the bigger opportunity to boom, right? So look at your matchup and see if you need the guaranteed points or if you need like the 20 plus points that Jefferson could get you. Because I don't think McKissick's gonna get you that. McKissick, I think, honestly, it's probably good for somewhere between like 8 to 15 points. You know, I know it's a big range, but that's kind of what I imagine. I don't see Mike Davis potentially, but they use Curtis Samuel very differently. I think Mike Davis is still gonna be able to do well, but it's, you know, the fact that they're playing the Bucs, which is a tough defense. No, just gadget back type players are multiple for some reason. Interesting. Well, I guess I'm interested in because, like, if it's not designated by like the actual league, it has to be designated by the actual like commissioner, right? So I feel like there could be a lot of room for ambiguity there. But hey, I mean, I guess if McKissick, I wouldn't call him a gadget player. He's just a pass catching back. So that's why I found it a little strange that he's playing he is designated as a wide receiver. Daniel, what do you want me to check for you? CMC is out this week. Mike Davis is the starting running back, so I go with him. Jackie, yeah, I can add Gio, Moss, and McKinnick are probably the only 2 notable guys. Oh, you should definitely get Moss and Gio if you can. Let me scroll up and look at your team again. Mostert, Henderson. I mean, that's a lot of guys to hold on to. Moss is almost going to be like an every week starter now, but I do like Gio, so I would probably go Gio for now, and stash him for your Mixon handcuff until Mixon is for sure back. If Mixon is back this week, maybe go pick up Moss instead. But you definitely don't need to trade for Swift. I also have Curtis. Yeah, but Daniel, we're talking about running backs here, right? Are you? Like I said, I think you should go with the three. We were talking about Mike Davis. Who else were the other two? Mike Davis, Jacobs, and Hunt. And Septimus, welcome. Start three. Robert Woods, Antonio Brown, Jalen Reagor, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Parker, and Deontay Johnson. Okay, let's look at their matchups really quickly. So Woods I like a lot. So Woods is definitely a start for me there. We're looking at Antonio Brown, Reagor, Ayuk, Parker, Johnson. So I'm leaning Woods. Who do the 49ers play this week? 49ers schedule. Saints, okay. I kind of like Ayuk, but I guess I don't know. We'd have to look to see if Lattimore would be shadowing Ayuk or not, and what Deebo Samuel's status is. I guess I like Woods. I like Ayuk / Reagor there, and then probably Deontay Johnson there. I think Antonio Brown, we need to give him another. I mean, I can expect a bounce back game, but it seems like Brady is going to be spreading the ball around a lot between him, Evans, Godwin, and Gronk. So I want to start Antonio Brown yet until we can see a little bit more production out of him. At what point should I start drafting my first QB? My next first I don't think you need to do it too early. If you're not getting like a top QB, like a Kyler would be really good, right? Burke for Dynasty especially. But if you're gonna spend a lot of money, if you're gonna spend a lot of capital on him early rounds, I probably would avoid that. Not because he's not worth it, but because you can probably find very similar value later on. So I would honestly probably wait until like after like round 7 or 8. Sam says, Des Bryant reverted to Baltimore's practice squad after going without a target on his 2 offense. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I think he was, well, actually, no. Did I watch it? I did watch it, but I didn't see him. I think he was on the sideline for most of the time. I don't think he's going to be relevant anytime soon, honestly. I mean, honestly, still, if, like, just any receivers, tight ends on the what do you call it? On the Ravens, I don't touch because their passing game isn't there yet. So I don't think anyone we can trust. You know, I can't be confident with any receivers. James says drop Hayden Hurst for Austin Hooper. I don't know if I would necessarily do that. Hayden Hurst has actually been okay. I do like Austin Hooper a little bit, but like Hayden Hurst has been playing pretty well. So I think they're gonna probably give you similar production. Impact Games, what's up? How do you feel about Thielen rest of the season? I'm not too optimistic. I think he's gonna be okay. I think he's gonna bounce back. Let's look at the Vikings schedule and let's look up. Let's see, Viking. They had a tough match against, or a tough game against the Packers, right? And wasn't great last week either, but I'm so optimistic that he's gonna bounce back. They do it. Honestly, if you do want to trade him, it might not be bad because they have some tough matchups coming up. They have the Bears, Jags not as much so, but Bears, Bucks, Vikings. Sorry, Bears, Bucks, and Bears again going to the playoffs. So I wouldn't give up on him just yet, but I don't think this is the right time to trade him because his value is really low. So if you really don't like him, hope for a blow-up game this week against the Bears and then trade him afterwards. Nice, yeah. Burke. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Inceptivus, no problem. Jake, what's up? Hey guys, who just start in the flex? John Brown, Corey Davis, Lindsey, or Samuel? Need two? I would probably lean John Brown and either Lindsey or Samuel. Maybe Samuel. John Brown and Samuel. Rick says Murray, Mahomes section already gone. Yeah, just wait. If they're gone, just wait. There's no reason at all for you to draft anything before like the 7th round, unless literally like there's a run of QBs starting next round and they're all gone. Be right back, guys. Ooh. Man, maybe I'm just allergic to streaming. That's crazy. Every time I get on stream, I just like get all sneezy. All right, anyways, where were we? So yeah, Burke, go for it. Oh, can you guys hear me? There we go. Sorry, I was muted. I was saying, man, I just gave some solid, top secret advice that I guess y'all missed out on. But no, I was saying I must be allergic to streaming because I feel like I get so like my nose gets so itchy whenever I get on cam. It's stage fright apparently. My bad, guys. All right, so anyway, okay, going back to what I was saying, yeah, Burke, wait for quarterbacks for later on. There's no rush at this point. But yeah, Jackie, we're looking at the defenses, right? So you have a lot of defenses here. We have let me just pull the schedule up. So we have NFL schedule. Okay, so we have Washington playing. Who do we have Washington playing? Washington's playing. Where's Washington? Okay, so Washington's playing the Giants. Minnesota Bears are playing each other. Vegas are playing. Raiders are playing the Broncos. Giants are playing Washington, and the Lions are playing. Who are the Lions playing this week? Week 8, 9, 10. Lions are playing Washington. Okay, gotcha. So out of those, I think I like Washington the best playing against the Giants. Sorry, I just had to look through all those. James says, let me know if I should move any of my bench players. Here's my team. QB, you have Aaron Rodgers. Wide receivers are DK Judy. Running backs are Hunt and Jacobs. Tight ends are Mark Andrews. Flex Mike Davis. Bench Deontay Godwin. Hill. Which Hill do you have, Daniel? Is it Tyreek Hill? Oh, it's because he's on bye. That's why. I think that's okay. I don't like Mark Andrews that much, so I would recommend trying to get a different tight end, but that's me. Irie, what's up? Sorry, I'm a little behind. I'm trying to play catch up. Yeah, wax on, wax off. Trade CEH for Thielen. That's a rough matchup. I would actually prefer CEH for the rest of the season, honestly, over Thielen a little bit. Can I trade Galladay and Montgomery for AB for Tyreek? You probably could if someone's sort of at the 500 level and need some sort of help. Yeah, I mean, I think you could. I don't know if the person would take it because I don't know if I would consider any of those as like super solid starters. you guys know how I feel about Montgomery, so yeah. Callis, what's up? PPR 3-man keeper league, trade 4th round pick, which is really a 7th round because keepers fill in 3rd rounds. For Goddard, my tight end's Andrew right now. Is there someone else that you can pick up instead? Like I feel like tight ends you might be able to grab someone else. I mean Goddard I think will be good next year. I'm assuming Ertz is probably gone, but I would maybe recommend trying to pick up someone instead. Davis, what's up? I'm glad you like the jersey. I think it's a little cringe how much Colts stuff I have on, but I'm glad you appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Not 3-man, but keep 3 keeper league. We can keep her. Yeah, I would still try and look for a different tight end on the waiver if you can. Pick up Kirk Cousins week 11 if you need a QB. What's going on with Kirk Cousins in week 11? Kirk Cousins is playing Cowboys, maybe. I think it might still be. I would be cautious of that because it could just be the Dalvin Cook show, honestly. Sam says he's dropping Dez. Should I pick up Brian Hill? Go John Brown. Go John Brown. We see that when he's healthy, he's the number 2, and he makes Cole Beasley completely irrelevant. So I definitely will go John Brown. Jason, what's up, my friend? I got Calvin Ridley and Julio on the same team. Is that a good or bad thing? That's probably one of those, situations. Oh, what's up? What's up? Doggy wants to say hello to chat. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Want to say hi to chat? Oh, she says hi, chat. She says hi, chat. She says, go Colts. Go Colts. Ooh. Oh, go Colts. Go Colts. All right. That's enough. All right, sorry, back to it. But yeah, so anyways, so Jason, what I was saying was there are a few teams where you can like comfortably start 2 wide receivers most of the time, right? We have the Falcons with Julio Ridley. We have the Texans with Fuller and Cooks. And I guess somewhat with the Seahawks with both Lockett and DK, right? But it is risky. Fantasy is about diversifying, and you're like for most weeks it's probably okay, but you gotta think that there could be a chance where the Falcons as a whole just they don't click, they don't play well, and it kind of screws you. So I think it's okay, but I would it's definitely a more risky play. Gilbert, what's up? How are you doing? Good evening. Getting ready for this Thursday Night Football big matchup. Berg says, do you think Marlon Mack plays tonight? I'll let you answer that, Ari. Davis, is Moss or MG3 better from an RB2 this week? Yeah, so it's funny. I've been talking to people a lot about Gordon, right? Tier-wise, they're probably same tier, but I actually like Moss a little bit more, just because I'm a little bit worried about Melvin Gordon's role with Lindsey. Okay, Lindsey honestly looks like the better back, and he has for a few weeks. So slightly worried about Gordon, and we've seen like an uptick in Zach Moss's production. So I kind of lean Zach Moss honestly a little bit here. Washington played Giants last week. They played Detroit. Oh, you're right. Sorry, they played Detroit this week. What did I say? I need to pull up like this week's thing. I still like the Washington defense this week. Bengals with Boyd and Higgins too. Yeah, for sure. Burke says this is the content we're here for you. Let's see. Burke, I'm playing Peyton Manning. Oh yeah. It would be fun to do a historic fantasy football league. Daniel says, who would you rather have over Mark Andrews? Because I would rather have Goddard over Mark Andrews for his upside, honestly, at this point. Aiden, what's up? I swear this guy just auto-declined me, making 2 different trades, offering Godwin for Lockett and Diggs. Just auto-declined me for making 2 different trades, offering Godwin for Lockett and Diggs. I would say that's a little lopsided for whoever is getting Lockett and Diggs side is getting a lot more. Jacob, what do you think about my backfield in the playoffs? I have Mostert, CMC, Mixon. I'm a little concerned about that, Jacob. Mostert should be back, right? But he has a big injury question mark. CMC could be gone for the rest of the season. Mixon has some injury concerns too, and I'm not really liking DeAndre Swift as a back right now, so I actually think your running back situation is a little bit thin, and I would try and make some trades before the playoffs begin. Jason says Justin Jefferson or John Brown, and if John Brown, should I drop Chase Edmonds for him? I would try and drop someone else besides Chase Edmonds if you can, because Chase Edmonds is still the starting running back for the Cardinals. But I do like John Brown's. Well, let's see. Let's look at their matchup again, right? Because all of these really, I do like John Brown's usage, is what I'll say. If you have to drop anybody, honestly, just start Jefferson at that point. I don't necessarily think John Brown's going to give you a lot more, but the Vikings are playing a somewhat of a tough defense, but you can make a case for the fact that they'll probably be stacking the box against Dalvin Cook, which will hopefully give Justin Jefferson a little bit of breathing room. Brady or Goff? Gilbert, if you're talking about this week, I really like Goff. He's actually, go check out my video, start sit video from this morning. I have Goff as my start of the week. So for this week, I do really like Goff's matchup. Purely just based off of matchups as well. Don't trust Trey Burton tonight. Hey man, I'm trusting Trey Burton tonight. I'm starting him. 2 leagues. Callis says, would you rather have Andrews or Goddard in a PPR keeper league? I would rather have good. Based on what we've seen this year, I'd rather have Goddard, I think. The thing is, Andrews has a lot of potential with Lamar, right? Because Mark Andrews is relatively young, I think, right? Let's look. Mark Andrews is... He's only 24, so I think there's a lot of... Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. How old is Goddard? Goddard is 25. Huh. Maybe I prefer Mark Andrews then. If we feel good about that potential development between him and Lamar, but honestly, a lot of this hinges on Lamar. You know, Lamar really needs to become a better passer and become a little bit better of just a pure passer. So maybe Mark Andrews actually. Aiden says, James Powell says, is Eckler coming back? We don't know yet. And I don't think we're gonna know. Like all it is right now is just speculation, but we don't have any updated news as to whether or not he's coming back. Aiden says, you think I should try and trade for Bengals and Rams wideouts because the rest of the season? It really depends, right? It depends on who you have. I don't think you need to do just based on the schedule, because a lot of it is also based on the player. So it's a mix of who the player is and what the schedule is. Rest of the season, Jason, I would take Jefferson. Jefferson is a better wide receiver. Davis and Moss over Jamal Williams too. I got some good waiver grabs. I have to drop one of Pirine, Williams, Myers, Lazard for a kicker. Oh yeah, I mean with Aaron Jones back, Moss over Jamal Williams for sure. Good to hear that you got some good waiver grabs, and hopefully some of that is from my suggestions. If you had to drop one of those, I would probably drop Pirine if you feel okay with your. I would feel okay if you're running. I would be okay with you dropping Pirine if you feel like your running back depth is okay and you don't need them. When you think you have a good field, I'm actually a little concerned about that. Yeah, right. Break says traded Ike for Davis in the league where I needed another running back. I think CMC injuries worse as fair, and Davis will be solid. Yeah, Davis still has value with CMC in or out, or with the CMC in, so I think it's okay. Who can I pair up for Tyreek? I'm trying any way to possible to Tyreek owners doing 16s or RB. I got Monty, Rojo, Samuel, Hopkins, AJ Brown, and AB. I mean, hey, start slow, right? Start small. Try and do like maybe Rojo and AJ Brown. Maybe try and do Monty and Samuel. See if they'll pull. I mean, it really depends on how desperate is. Like, if the owner's given up, they might not trade you at all, right? So start slow and see what he likes, or just talk to the person and see what he wants from your team. And isn't CMC maybe back next week? Maybe. There's a chance. He's out for sure this week, but I think people were speculating like whether or not they might shut him down. You know, coming back from 3-4 week injury recovery and getting injured right away is not what you want for a young back that you just paid a lot of money to. So yeah, I would I don't know, like, yes, he should be back next week, right? But there's always a chance that something else happens. Crazy for starting Burton. Hey, yeah, I mean, you got to start some of the guys you like, right? Who's better this week, Colts D or Saints D? Saints D has a better matchup, but I still think Colts D is sort of set and forget. But I would say Saints D over Colts D. Sam, what's up? What do you think of this trade receiving Kenny Golladay? Yeah, dog is going crazy in the background, Burke. All right, so you're receiving Kenny Golladay and ship out Juju Smith. I think you kind of keep Juju here. I think Juju's trending back upwards, trending back up. I don't like Henry, so I think of it more as a 1-to-1 trade, but I think I'd rather have Juju here. Perina's going to be a bell cow. Yeah, he could be, right? But I just don't know if we have enough time left in the regular season going to the playoffs to really wait for him to become that bell cow and develop, honestly. Sam, do I start? Yeah, it depends on who else you have. If you have the Colts, I would just go for them. I think they're a good start. Impact Game says, who wins this trade? Thielen plus John Brown for Cup and... Ooh, that's a good one. Man, that's a really good one. I think I like Thielen, John Brown slightly more, but that's honestly a pretty fair trade. Waiver wire people sleeping on is Mooney. He's now seen at least 5 targets in each of the last 6 games. Yep, including a career high 11 of them last week. Rest of the season. No, I don't. I think he's a good guy to have. I actually have him, I'm pretty sure, as a stash in one of my leagues, but I just don't trust the Bears offense that much. And whatever production they're going to get is mainly going to be garbage time, which, hey, if they can keep it up, great. But I just don't really want to have any stake in that offense because I just don't really trust their ability to be able to score. Davis says, I'm starting Bucks D versus Carolina. What do you think? I missed out on the Saints and Eagles. Dolphins are on a wire, but I kind of like the Bucks without. You kind of like Carolina with. Okay, yeah, you like Bucks without CMC. I think they're probably an okay start. I think. I don't think they're going to be as good of a play as other people think, but it's you could do worse, and it's all relative to who else is on your waiver wire. Chase Edmonds. No, if Drake is healthy and back for sure, Drake is gonna be the starting running back. I'm not a huge fan of the Arizona backfield, though, is what I'll say. CMC body wasn't football ready, especially for that kind of work. Yeah, I know they put a lot on him, right? So, yeah, that's why I think there's a chance they might just protect him and shut him down if they don't have a shot at the playoffs. All right, let's see. Burke says, I'm benching the Colts this week. I've got the Eagles in. Derrick Henry is overdue for another 200. Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you have the Eagles are a great play. Like I said earlier in the stream, I do think Derrick Henry is kept to under 100 yards tonight. Davis says, my RB situation is rough if CMC's out. J-Rob, Moss, MJ3, P. Ryan, and Williams. And Williams is high enough value to... Yes, I do think you should keep Williams for sure. And yeah, that's a little tough, but hopefully, I mean, what you hope for there is for MG3 to play better, and you have like 3. I mean, you have J-Rob, right? That's leading your group right there. But yeah, I mean, it's a little thin, and there's some question marks, but it could definitely turn out to be okay for you in the come with the playoffs. Do you think the Bucks over the Dolphins too? Yeah, see, that's a tough one. Because the Dolphins are playing... Who are the Dolphins playing this week? The Dolphins are playing the Broncos, right? Ooh. No, sorry. The Dolphins are playing... They're not playing. They're playing the Chargers this week. Probably the Bucks a little bit more because I think they're playing a weaker offense, especially without CMC. Be right back. Blackout. All right. Do you think Drake is going to start this week? Let's see what his latest status is, right? I don't really have any stake in that. It looks like he's limited. From 3 hours ago, Jason, it says he's limited. So I think there's that's probably not working great. So we'll have to wait until tomorrow's injury report, honestly, to see. And that's the reality of these like Sunday games. You really have to wait until the Friday report to really know. He won me last week when I started hasty, so I can't complain. Just hope CMC is back. Yeah, I hope so too. Let's see. What are the Panthers' records right now? What's their record? Panthers are they're 4th in the NFC South. Oh. Yeah, I mean they're 3-6 right now. 4th in the NFC South. Sorry, NFC South. I think there's a very small chance they can get into the playoffs. So I mean, honestly, that as much as that hurts to hear, I think there's a good chance they might shut them down. Brick says bold prediction tonight. King Henry has 23 carries, 136 yards, 2 receptions, 34 yards, and 2 total TDs. Hey, I think that's a good carry. And my bold pick prediction, chat, and you guys can clip this or whatever you guys want to do with it. Jonathan Taylor outscores Derrick Henry tonight. That's my bold prediction. Book it. So he's probably Jason says so he's probably going to play at least. I don't think he's gonna play if he's limited right now. I think Brick says I think they'll hold Drake out, but that's just a gut feeling. Yep. Sit Jonnu Smith this week, Sam. I don't like Jonnu Smith this week. I wouldn't play him. Write it down. Let's go, Gilbert. Let's go, JT. Let's go, Colts. And I did post that in the Reddit bold predictions thread. So I believe. If Drake is out, would you start Duke Johnson or Edmonds? That also depends on whether or not David Johnson's out, right? Seems like it could be. I think I would probably start Drake over Duke Johnson because I trust the Cardinals. Even though like I don't love either starts, I do trust the Cardinals a little bit more than the Texans. I'm a JT believer, only sat him last week so far. Okay, yeah, I believe too. I think this is a bounce back. Oh, listen, guys, Tennessee doesn't have a great defense. And I think people's perception of Tennessee is a lot higher than, I think people are overvaluing Tennessee a little bit, undervaluing the Colts. But hey, we'll see, right? The thing is, when I say yards, people ask me if Derrick Henry is a good play this week. And I don't think he's ever a bad play, right? Because even though I see him not going over 100 yards, I can very much see him getting, a touchdown or maybe 2 in the end zone if they get close. So he still has fantasy value, but I think, I do think they're going to limit him yardage-wise at least. Brian, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Should I trade Josh Jacobs for Hunt and Boyd? What's the rest of your team look like? Let's look at your depth and see whether or not that's good. Never said a Belko. 100%. I agree with you. Running backs, when you can get those 20 touches, you're guaranteed to touch the ball 20 times. I don't really care how far you take it or what whatever it is. You have 20 opportunities with contact with the ball. So I believe. I would do that, yeah, and it looks good on paper, but again, it really depends on what the rest of his team looks like, and whether or not he needs it, right? What if he's set at running backs and wide receivers, and he's really making a swap for Jacobs and Hunt, and having Boyd on the bench? I would rather have Jacobs over Hunt for sure. 100%, yeah. We always got to think context, right? Unless it's such a lopsided trade that you got offered, we will tell you to take it. A lot of this has to do with context. let's look and see if there are any last minute fantasy information. Game starting soon, so we'll probably end the stream in a little bit. I meant in a vacuum. Yep. Okay, so you have Watson. So let's look. So you're trading Jacobs for Hunt and Boyd, right? You're saying you have a Watson. So you have Cup, Chark, D Cook, Jacobs, Fant, Tim Patrick, Cobb, Dalton Madison. Okay, so you actually you do need the wide receiver depth, right? And honestly, your running back depth isn't great either. I do like Jacobs a little bit better over Hunt for the rest of the season, but I think Tyler Boyd would actually be good for your team. So I would maybe do the trade. But honestly, I don't know, actually. You know what? Here, I think, let me go back on that. I think what you should do is keep Dalvin Cook and Jacobs, because that's going to be a solid 1-2 punch for you. Wide receivers, as we've seen this year, they're a lot easier to pick up and plug and play than running backs. So I would actually encourage you to actually maybe just plug in Tim Patrick or go on the waiver wire and look for somebody. Brian, if you're new to the channel, I think you are new to the stream, go check out my waiver wire video from this week. Look at some of the players. You know, there's every week when I come up with my waiver wire list, there's always good players that you can pretty much plug and play. So if I were you, I keep Dalvin Cook and Jacobs, because I value running back depth a little bit more. There's more scarcity to it. I think you should keep them and look for a plug and play at your flex, assuming you're doing 2 wide receiver, 2 running backs on a flex. Thoughts on Dallas Goedert for the rest of the season, Sam? I like him. I think his last week was kind of a dud game, but I think his targets are still going to go up, and I think he's going to be a solid tight end too. Any news on Kittle? 8 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks? I think he's out for the rest of the season. I think we need to stop worrying about that. Not much up on either side. I'm not sure what the move is. Teams at 8 weeks. Yeah. Kittle says I'll be fine too. I think he's done for the season. Yep. Have you ever made bread with dough? I have made bread with dough. Have you? What kind of dough have you used before, Nestor? Jacob, Mike Evans or ooh, that's tough. Probably lean Mike Evans until we see more from Brown. James Martin, no problem at all. If you answered this already, but drop Hayden Hurst for Austin. I think they're very similar. I would probably keep Hayden right now because I actually do like him. He's been getting a lot of volume, so I mean, I think it's a coin flip. They're both very similar players, in my opinion. I mean, you know, one's on the Falcons, one just came from the Falcons, right? So I do like them both, actually. Burke says, yeah, Ryan, you can for sure find some good value on the waiver wire for wide receiver. Yep, yeah, I agree. Hunter Robinson versus season. Oh, James Robinson, 100%. That's not even a question. Both very, very talented backs, but James Robinson's going to get a lot more opportunities. And because we have Chubb eating into Robinson as well. Guys, check it out. We're at 22 viewers. This is I don't know if this is an all-time high, but yo, we're at 22 viewers. It's it's difficult for us to break 20 a lot, but yo, chat's lit. Welcome to all the new viewers. Welcome to the chat. Hope y'all are getting ready for Thursday Night Football, but thank you for coming in and chatting with us. Let's get some more questions. Hey, we'll keep on going if if we have questions. So okay, so chat's all saying J Robinson too. Yeah, I like J Rob too. Kalen, what's up? Pick 2, Nick Chubb, Duke Johnson, Jonathan Taylor, or Tyler Lockett. I like Chubb and JT tonight. If you're talking about this week, Kalen. No problem. Gilbert drop Jackson. Are you talking about Justin Jackson? Jason, yes sir. James Martin record. Yep. I think the highest we've hit ever is 22 or 23, but yo, we're kind of steady right now of 22 plus. Let's see if we can I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to get to 30, and I don't really know what I would do right now to actually get us to 30, but let's see if we get to 30, If we get to 30 viewers right now, we do a beer chug. Complete beer chug. I know that's kind of just irresponsible of me to say, but yo, I'm hyped for Thursday Night Football. I'm hyped because chat is lit right now. If that number down here hits, where is it? If this number hits 30, we do beer chug on a live. Not even on our OnlyFans. We're doing beer chug for free. What's the biggest fantasy blunder you've seen? What's up, Mike, man? Why are you coming in here throwing me all these tough questions? Also, Graham, what's going on with your fantasy team this year? What is going on with your, what is the biggest fantasy blunder? If I have to say, I remember, I think this was like 4 years ago, Andrew Luck in his prime, and people, like, he had a breakout year. He was one of the best fantasy players of that season, and he put up like a dud in the championship for so many people. I don't know if people remember this or people have been playing fantasy for that long, but I mean, there's no reason not to start Andrew Luck. I'm pretty sure he was like a top 3 fantasy quarterback that year. And then all of a sudden, he just dropped a dud in the championship for so many people and lost him that. So that was rough. That was rough. But welcome, Graham, to the stream. Justin Jackson. Yeah, I don't think you drop him. I actually think you hold him. Kaylin, thank you so much. We're getting more subs in here. Staying on. Hey, yo, the number's getting a little low. The number's getting a little low. I don't know if there's maybe other guys, other bigger fantasy guys out there, polling our viewers. But hey, like I said, before the stream ends, if we hit 30, it's a beer jug. Sam's staying on. But yeah, Kaylin, come join us for more. So we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And yeah, we honestly have a really good time. We talk some fantasy, chat super active, and it's all good. So, keep on coming by. Let me get all my devices out, right, Gilbert? Yeah, Graham, it was definitely, Aaron, it was definitely a tragic time for her. I don't think I had Andrew Luck in I don't even think I was in the championship, but that was definitely a rough one. Aaron Andrews is reporting. What is she reporting right now? Let's see if we can find anything. Okay, numbers going up, back up to 19. Aaron Andrews. What is she saying about? Has there been some news about either Eckler or Justin Jackson? Because I don't think I've seen anything, right? Let's see if the Colts win tonight. Yeah, Jay Riot, what's up? Yeah, thank you. It's I hold on dear to it and I cry to it every night. Yeah, it's dropping right now. It's dropping because Aaron Andrews is reporting. I see. Okay, that's what you mean. What are your Javis says, what are your thoughts on Hooper rest of the season and Myers? So Hooper I do like. I think he's gonna be able to have a solid floor of maybe 6 or 7 each week moving forward. He should play a decent role in that Browns offense with OBJ out. Jacoby Myers, I actually like a lot. So Davis, we were talking about this in the last stream. I actually think, he reminds me a lot of the Travis Fulgham pickup from a few weeks ago. I love the targets. I really, really like the targets. It'll be interesting to see what happens when N'Keal Harry or Julian Edelman comes back, but I picked him up to stash him. I burned a waiver wire pick on him. Hey, if Cam's gonna look to him 14, 15 times a week, I'm all down for it. So John Brown or Justin Jefferson, Sam says for the rest of the season. I still like Justin Jefferson a little bit, right? They're both like that wide receiver 2 role, but I think Justin Jefferson has a little bit higher of a ceiling, and he's more of a wide receiver 1 mold. Apparently Eckler said on his stream, oh, interesting, okay, he's going to be back in week 13. Last I heard on his stream was that he couldn't run full speed, so I don't know, maybe we'll have to rate his stream at some point and see what's going on. Is that an Andrew Luck jersey? It is. I've had this for a few years. Let's see. Let me turn and not try and break my microphone. Rip, right? And for our new viewers, I'm usually not this cringe, and I don't usually wear a bunch of Colts stuff, but we got Thursday night football going on tonight, starting soon, so I'm about it. So let's see, but it's not up to him. Oh yeah, Jarvis, yeah, exactly. I can see the Chargers shutting him down as well because they're not really in playoff contention. Let's see. I remember when you were making the curve. Yep, for sure. Had me hyped. No, I got him. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna be a tough. He could be a tough start this week, right, against Baltimore. I'm not completely sold on sitting him, but I do think this week it'll tell us a lot for sure. Jay Wright said, if you're on that playoff fringe and you need to win now, guys, you should make a trade for and get rid of Eckler now because I heard he's coming back when for sure, exactly. Vice versa, and that's great advice. Hey, a lot of the times when we make trades or we stash people or whatever, you have to take into account your actual record and what you need, right? People who are 7-1, 8-0, or whatever, 9-0, however many weeks, 7-2, 8-1, 9-0, they can afford to have someone like an Eckler to stash because they don't need them to play for them over the next 2 weeks, right? And so, the main goal is always get into the playoffs no matter what. You just need to get into the playoffs, and it's fair game there. But very good point, Jay Riot. Davis says no one puts in claims for Moss or Myers. Someone's traded me Lindsey for Moss today. I already have MJ3 and do not want. Yeah, you don't want to, you don't want to, guys. That's definitely an immediate decline for me. All right, let's see. Titans out. What's Titans about to score? Oh no. Man, you guys have me, oh yeah, this is on Twitch too, right? Commercial progress, rip. Okay, I hope my opponent doesn't get much from Henry Shane. I think Henry's probably gonna score maybe 10 to 12. I think they hold him to under 100 yards. Davis, what are your thoughts on Higgins and Jefferson this week? Both have tough matchups and I have to start one or Booth. I mean, go for it, right? Definitely tough matchups, but I do like both players a lot. So if you need to start them, just go for it. They're both great guys, and we do have to consider the matchups. But hey, don't think too much about it. If you need to start both of them, just go for it. Higgins is solid, but I kind of see AJ Green taking some of the receptions. James Conner, oh yeah. For sure, I do think, I think AJ Green there will take, he will be a factor, but I still think T. Higgins will be okay. Let's see, James Conner or James Robinson. I like Robinson a little bit more, is what I'll say. Right now the Vikings are running it through Dalvin Cook. It's probably wise to wait until they start utilizing the. Yeah, I mean they will, because especially against the Bears this week, they're gonna stack the box, right? They're gonna stack the box and make they're gonna make him pass a little bit more. So I think they're still usable. Between the two, which do you give the edge to? Just wondering because the other is probably gonna be my flex. I think Higgins a little bit more, because Tannehill just went down. That's not a face mask. Get out of here. So I think I always say divisional games, you throw a lot of your normal matchup stuff out of the window. I think it's actually going to be maybe some of the scoring game, 20 plus points, and I think Burrow's going to try and keep him in by passing a lot. So I do like Higgins actually. James Conner or Miles Sanders? James Conner, I would say. That's what I think too. I like Higgins. Yeah, Higgins consistency. I mean, he's been very consistent, right? He's been one of the more consistent wide receivers for a while. So I definitely do. I do like Higgins here. We've seen with the wide receivers. The Vikings wide receivers that they can if they literally run the ball through Dalvin Cook, he gets 600 yards and 8 TDs in a game. They're not gonna have any chances to do anything, right? So, yeah, I agree. I'm trying to think if it's worth trying to display this. I mean, I'm assuming everyone's watching Thursday Night Football, right? And if questions are gonna keep on coming in, I'll stay on because I have this on the side, so I'm happy to talk. I'm just wondering, Titans scored. Who is it? It's Deonta Freeman. Dante. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, that's fine. We'll give it to him. As long as Rivers didn't throw a pick or JT didn't fumble, I'm pretty sure the Titans started with it. But yeah, I'm trying to decide if it's worth putting the stream on the corner. Let me know if you guys would like that or what you guys think about that, because I definitely could. Yeah, I mean, if anyone has a strong preference of me putting the game up in the corner somewhere, let me know. Otherwise, I'm assuming that most people are probably just watching it on their own. So you guys can continue to do that and we can talk. Alternatively, I mean, I can also put the game sound on, but I don't know if that's gonna be distracting since that will be a little bit lagging. But let me know if anyone, you know, we could try it out and play the game up and see what happens. So let me know what you guys think. Then I probably have to, you know, we might want to change this to a watch party, but hey, put the game on and my work. All right, what chat? What else? What do you guys think? Should we risk putting the game on here? Let me work on this really quickly. Let me see how I would do this. I'm on Twitch. Okay, it looks like people are on Twitch. Let me see how I would do window capture. Impact Game says, just offer Thielen, John Brown, Hawkinson for Kelsey. Ooh, that's a lot for Kelsey, man. But you also have DK, Allen Robinson, Woods, Galladay. Okay, so you have a lot of guys. I would try and maybe take out John Brown and like offer someone like a Galladay or Jacoby Myers instead. Cold C looks suspect against a good defense. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I guess we'll have to see what happens, right? If anyone, if anyone in chat would know, let me know what you guys like. Like I know I always say I'd look it up and I haven't been able to find it, but let me know what the, yeah, I agree, Jay Riot. Yeah, I do think it's a little bit expensive for my taste for all that you're offering him, because you're offering him pretty much a wide receiver 1, a wide receiver 2, and a tight end like 1 for Kelsey. Obviously, Kelsey's a lot better. You know, he's on a tier in his own, but I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of that. It is a little expensive for my taste, though. Let's see. Man. I mean, we're so going strong in 19, you know, upper teens right now, but, hey guys, still, if we ever get up to the 30, you know, tell your family and friends we get up to 30, deal's still on. All right, let me see what I can do here. All right, Burke. Yeah, thanks for coming by, my friend. Good talking to you. Good talking to you. All right, let's get some more. Maybe Henry scores 50. Hey, then we're both right, I guess, right? Then we would both be right. All right, well, guys, I will do a little. Sorry, I feel like I always try to look for this and Google this, and if anyone if anyone knows how to Google better than me, I guess, like, let me know. But I just feel like I can't find this, you know. Let me see. Can you read broadcast Thursday night football? Is that the right term? Because I feel like every time I look for this, it's like to me, like if it's on Twitch, it's literally available to everybody, right? And you don't even need a subscription to do it. So I feel like it's okay to do, but I guess I don't know. All right, 4th and 1, Colts have it. They like going to for 4th and 1. Got it. Got it, baby. We got it. Yeah, that's JT. Guys, I'm telling you guys, JT is, yeah, JT's, yeah. That's it, JT, that's my guy. Most streams get shut off. Okay, that's fine then. Let's not do it. Hey, we learned. Hopefully the minute that we put on it's okay, but yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna Google some more. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. if anyone like has some like concrete evidence as to whether or not I can stream it, I'm more than happy to do it. I guess it is a little concerning that no one else does it, which makes sense, right? If no one else does it, then it's a little tough. But yeah. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any more fantasy questions, because I know once we get a little bit more into the game, people are probably going to be doing their own stuff and watching it. So yeah, let me know any questions you guys have. Otherwise, we'll probably end the stream in a little bit. Maybe, let's give it another 15 minutes and see how lively it goes. I know a lot of people did want to go drop up for either dinner or to go watch a game, and obviously, that's completely fine. Man, Mo Alley Cox, he's got that, he's got the gold grill mouth guard. That's kind of sick, actually. That's kind of sick. T.Y. Hilton's back. I actually think T.Y. has a bounce back game. I mean, I guess me personally, I refuse to believe that he's just gonna be bad all year. I think a lot of it has to do with Phillip Rivers, but I'm hoping that he picks it up. I'm really hoping Phillip Rivers adjusts to what Hilton needs. But like, man, I don't want to believe that T.Y. Hilton's done yet. Yeah, there's still a decent amount of people in here. We're not close to that 30, which is fine, but like, hey, it saves me from having to chug a beer, right? And that's good. Yeah, Davis. Yeah, I'll see. I still need to look it up. It's just like anything I feel like I'm trying to like actually search for on Google for this, I like can't really like the words, like it gets sent to like, hey, who is streaming, who is whatever. Let's see, I actually have a Discord with YouTubers, and I'm gonna ask them if anyone knows. I'm gonna mute myself while I type. Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, we don't want to have any lawyers, coming to us, But I guess let's talk a little bit more about stream schedule for the rest of the week. So yeah, we will definitely have at least one more stream, so between tomorrow and Saturday, we'll at least have one more. I'm hoping to do 2. I don't know really what my weekend plan is just yet. Wait, hold on a second. Let me check this out. If anyone knows Tim the Tap Man, he's actually, I think he might be streaming it, but I also think he might just literally be a partner where like Thursday Night Football is actually like, sponsoring him to actually show the game. So that might be a little different. Let's see. So honestly, there's a lot of people streaming it. Like Juju's, I mean, obviously Juju's streaming it, right? But if you guys go to the sports section of Twitch, there's actually a lot of people streaming it. So I do wonder if it's because it's just that person, or like if it's actually okay because it's on Amazon Prime. Like, what do you guys think? Like, there's a lot of people streaming it right now. God, so many ads. That's true. It is Twitch. You're right, Daniel. I think that might be it. All right. Well, that's okay. I mean, not a big deal. I don't think we're losing any content or value here. But yeah. Anyway, so the goal is to stream at least one more time between tomorrow and Saturday. I don't know when yet, so sorry in advance. I will probably post on my Instagram, so go ahead and follow the Instagram for the latest updates on when we're gonna go live. Most likely we'll do a late night one, Friday night or Saturday night. But I'll also try and do one during the day. Most likely Saturday during the day, I'm thinking. Jack Anderson says, do I take Aaron Jones and Fulgham for Julio and Jacobs? Ooh. I don't mind that. I think that's actually a pretty I think that's a pretty even trade. I like Jones and Fulgham for you, Jack. Just watch Daniel stream more. One of my favorite. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hey, I can always stream more. That's always, you know, that's always a possibility. Jay Wright says take that trade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys, they have. Okay, I promise I'll actually do more research this week about it and try and figure it out, because if I can't stream it, I will stream it next week, and we can do like a Thursday night live watch party. I think that would be fun. Let's go on YouTube. Let's go Thursday night. Let's see if anyone on YouTube is streaming it. Thursday Night Football Live. Yeah, let's go with anyone who is actually live right now. I don't know if I see anything on. I don't know if I see anything on YouTube, honestly. So hopefully we don't get in trouble with you know, with the small section that we did. Jacobs is kind of a bust, and Julio never gets the touchdowns. Fulgham solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would consider him a bust necessarily, but I do think he's a good buy low candidate right now, is what I think. That's my opinion. I think he's a great buy low candidate right now. He still gets the volume, so I don't think we can really ignore that at all, you know? Did anyone by chance see how I missed it? How did Tennessee get the ball back here? Higgins, Eckler, and A-Rob for Luke. That's giving up I mean, that's probably okay, but you're giving. You need to make sure you have wide receiver depth. The Sports Fury are streaming it, but no game, just a score. Yeah. Oh, Colts went for it, 4th and 1. Okay, Colts. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Black out for a second. Gotcha, Davis. Yeah, I mean, hey, we just got it back, right? So that's good. This will be a good game. I think this will be a good game. Winner's gonna be winner's gonna, you know, take first place. Hey Davis, thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next time. Maybe we'll see you this weekend. We'll do a fun little stream. But yeah, to the rest of the guys, yeah, we're at the 1 hour 23 mark. We'll just round it up and go to 1:30. So we'll stay on for 7 more minutes. But yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. Otherwise, so I'm sure we'll all talk a little bit more about start and sits in one of the streams, you know, tomorrow or Saturday. But hey, thank you all. You know, we got chat a little lit before. You know, that was great. We had upwards of let's see. I want to see what our peak was, because that was kind of sick there. We had a decent amount of people here, which is, you know, always great. We got some new people, new subs. So welcome to the family, all the new subs. This is great. Yeah, that was really fun. Did you guys give Daniel a like? Hey, I'll take it. I appreciate the marketing, the free marketing, Jay Riot. The next upload video will be Tuesday, but we'll have a few streams before that. Honestly, probably like 2 or 3 streams before that. So yeah, we'll have a few good streams. Did the notification work for everyone who I got pinged, I guess, for this week? Because I know some people said they were having issues with the notification last week, but it seems like we got some people pretty much right away. So that's great. That's really good to hear. But yeah, we'll see. I'm still living and dying by the sword. JT outscores Derrick Henry tonight. We'll see what happens. How do you feel about the James says, how do you feel about the Colts defense for the rest of the season? I like him. People are so down on them, but hey, like, I mean, besides the Green Bay game that's coming up in next week or 2 weeks, they could just be a set and forget, you know? People are just underestimating the fact that they're literally the #1 defense right now in fantasy. Like, just go with it. If they're doing you well, like, we need to stop overthinking these things too much, and we need to just go with it. So, I feel good. I unfortunately don't have them anywhere. I really didn't want to load up on too many Colts people in fantasy, but I do think that they are a candidate for a set and forget. Colts have the best offensive line. Hey, that defensive line isn't bad. You know, with the DeForest Buckner edition, I think it's up there. I mean, they have one of the best overall defenses in the league, right? And a lot of that comes from the trenches. You know, the D line is really, really solid. They get a lot of pressure, so it's great. Aiden, I hate you, AJ Brown. I started for you to drop that pass over. Yeah, I saw that little juggle on the sideline. Yeah. All right, let's watch this last drive. Together, Phillip Rivers has the ball at the 25-yard line, passes off to Nyheim Hines, who breaks it off for about 9 yards. Big run for Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines for us is a very interesting player this year, right? Not quite the RB2 serviceable that you can start every week, but he is someone that you can, that will boom probably like 2 or 3 weeks out of the season. Colts go fast on offense. Nyheim Hines for another big carry. 10, 11 yards there. Nyheim Hines looking good. That's why I sat JT this week. I hate that three-headed. Yeah, I still think JT is the guy to go to, but we'll see. It's interesting that they're running with Hines here. I think, honestly, guys, let's see what happens here. I think JT gets JT gets a score at the end zone here. I think so. All right, Phillip Rivers, 5 wide. No running backs in the backfield. Hines, I dropped. Yeah, he's not really startable. He's not startable, but he'll have really good weeks. Rivers looks to T.Y. Hilton's on the sideline for a gain of about 8 yards. The ghost, as they call him, could be a resurgence game for him, but he's looking good, looking healthy, looking like he's having fun out there. Let's see. Second and 1. Hey, the Colts offense are looking good right now. 8 rushes, 6 passes. They have Hines in the backfield again, 2 wide. Passes it to Hines. Is that Hines, right? Another gain for about 4 or 5 yards for the first down. Hines looking solid. Hines looking really, really solid. If anyone, is thinking about trying to grab one of the Colts running backs to stash, Hines over Wilkins 100%. I've been telling people, hey, don't buy into the Wilkins hype at all. Do not buy into the Wilkins hype. Okay, let's see. Hines in the backfield again. They have 3 wide. T.Y. to the left side. Phil looks to our boy, Trey Burton. Let's go. Trey Burton for 9 yards. Daniel says, Kate, what you see Daniel grow? He's just a nice and helpful person. When you get taken, I'll be able to say, hey, I was OG and never get. Listen, I don't know how possible 10K is. It's tough. It's a grind, I will say, right? It's a grind, and I'm thankful for the 100. Let's see how many we gained tonight. Because I started at 155, I think, before we started today. And I know we got at least 1 new sub. We are at 158. So, hey, 3 new subscribers. It's slowly but surely we're gonna make it up there. I really wanted to try and get to 500 by the end of the year, so I think it's gonna take some grinding. I have some ideas for some off-topic fantasy football videos I want to do, and so hopefully that gets a little bit of traction and gets us some more viewers. But hey, if we can get 1 subscriber a day, I'm more than happy. But hey, Trey Burton, we caught a touchdown. We're so high on Trey Burton. Lining up with Hines in the backfield again. Phillip Rivers looks to Pascal. Big gain. Guys, the Colts offense is looking solid right now.
Rivers right now is 6 out of 6 for 7, 52 yards. Finds Pascal, his main man. Zach Pascal, I don't think he's ever going to be fantasy relevant, but he's a really, really solid wide receiver too for us. He's always been there when TY's been down or like someone's gone down, but he's always been a solid guy for us. Let's see if the Colts score here, and then we'll hop off stream so everyone can go ahead and enjoy their Thursday nights. Adding accuracy to my starts and sits, I think that could be very valuable. So maybe I'll do that for next week. But the thing is, like, I need to figure out an arbitrary like point line, right? So for quarterbacks, what's the threshold for saying if they scored over 16 points they were a start, if they scored under 16 points they were a sit? It's tough, right? And that's per position. So I'm definitely willing to do that. I think if that helps people, I think that's great, right? I think that adds validity to myself. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we don't hold people accountable to is, hey, we look at all these great waiver wire picks and great starts and sits and whatever, right? But that's all like, hey, we think this is going to happen. This is our theory, but we never go back and actually say, how accurate were we? I know some people do it, but I guess, I'm very interested in doing that. I just do wonder how useful it is. So if it is useful for people, I think it's good. But I do want to do a fantasy like end of the season into the playoff defense stash. I think that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be I think that's gonna be a good thing for people because they can start stashing defenses for the playoffs. Rivers passes to the Wilkins. I don't know why they're using Wilkins as a wide receiver, but he just dropped an easy pass, and it's 4th and 3. Let's see what the Colts here. Does a hot rock get on the board, or do we go for it again? All right, hot rod, guys. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth keeping old waiver wire pickups versus current. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I know I do have a lot of repeats, right? That's a good call. That's a good call. All right, guys, hot rod is on the board. Hot rod got us 3 points, maybe 3 or 4 points fantasy. So good start. But all right, so like I said, we'll probably end the stream soon. I'll give it another minute to see if there's any more questions. But hey, guys, this was really fun. I know Thursday streams are usually short, but hey, this was really fun. Chat was super, active. Just, when we first started, we definitely had our peak. That was a great time. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Now let's hope the Colts get a win, and we'll all have a very, very good night. Jay Wright says, sometimes it's worth picking up people that other people in your league have given up. I agree. Yep. And that's why when I look at my waiver wires, the one thing that I think I do different is that I try to keep my waiver wire pickups to people who are owned in under 50% of the leagues. I often see waiver wire picks that are like people who are owned in like 80+%, which is not useful. So, when we do our start and sits, when we do our waiver wire pickups, it's guys that are more relevant, right? It's guys that most people can look to and say, hey, okay, this is a good idea, or like I've been really struggling between the two. I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you to start Dalvin Cook, right? There's no point in saying like, hey, start Dalvin Cook, and I'm not gonna tell you that every week. It's just, that's a given. So that's it is. Yeah, Sam. That's always good. A lot of people like to give on people. People don't have the patience to hold and stash players. So I agree with that. All right, boys, and I don't know if we have any girls in here, but to all my beautiful and fun people, this has been a great time. Thank y'all for coming, and yeah, we'll let you talk soon. Go Colts, and have a great rest of your night. See y'all.